Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been like 3 months since I uploaded a video, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on the project. So life's been busy with work, especially if you live in South Florida. You know how crazy it gets around summertime, but I have been filming along the way. So this video is going to be a compilation of the last 3 months and a few clips showing you what I've done so far on the project. First up, I started sanding down the sides of the boat, the gunnels. They were in pretty rough shape with overlapping gel coat and everything, so I started prepping it for paint. We're mostly done, but we still got a little bit of work to do. Next, I removed a few old rusted out bolts from the boat that I had to take them out with a grinder. Then I went ahead and removed the old ladder. I had to take it out to be able to install the new outboard transom bracket, which will have the ladder integrated into it. So from my first video, you saw that the boat came without a hatch right here. So you can see that it's all empty. And I had to use an old bucket to get the template for the curves. And it worked out pretty good actually. So I'm pretty happy about that. Now here's one of the more satisfying parts. I used cardboard and a silicone gun to make a custom fit template for the transom. These helped me transfer the exact shape to the reinforcement board. Then I cut down the Coosa board using that same template, 70 inches wide, going into an 80-inch transom. And getting it to fit was just a big step forward. Finally, I prepped the fiberglass mat. I cut all the layers ahead of time, so I'm ready when it's time to laminate. Trust me, having everything prepped makes the laminating process way smoother. Hey guys, so I just received shipment. It's one of the last few things that I needed to go ahead and start the project. I'm gonna go ahead and open everything up. So let's see, I got my little cups to go ahead and mix the resin. This is like 20 ounces, I believe. Well, it should be fine. I'm just gonna do like 2 different batches. You know, resin, I don't want it to cure too fast. Over here I have paint, POR 15. It's supposed to be really good to paint the fuel tank. Super important. After I lay the resin, this is to push out the bubbles. Some face protection, rollers for the fiberglass. Super important. This is for the MEKP to go ahead and mix the exact amounts of dosage that I need. Most important part right here from Fiberglass Warehouse. All right, I got a really nice discount from them, so thank you Fiberglass Warehouse if you're watching. So here's a MEKP. This is what activates the resin. So I should have like maybe 4 or 5 bottles of these. Right here we have vinyl ester laminating resin. This is supposed to be like the top of the line resin right under epoxy as far as strength goes. So this is super good for waterproofing and everything. I bought 1 gallon of this. This usually goes bad in around 3 months. And I'm planning on doing a few more projects. So this is gel coat. So I bought paint. So by the end of this video, you'll most likely see the entire boat painted. So I got gel coat. This is with wax. I'm supposed to do a few coats of gel coat without wax. And then the last one is supposed to be with wax. So I got 2 gallons, 1 with and 1 without. I'm hoping that's enough, but I guess we will find out. This is Simba, by the way. That's my baby. All right, so over here, we have fairing putty. So right before we gel coat the entire area, this is fairing putty to give it like a nice finish and then sand it down. ISO tooling polyester resin. So it should be a really good resin. And this is what I'm gonna be using to redo the transom. Well, to reinforce it, because as you know in my previous video, the transom is super solid. But I am planning on putting like maybe a 300, I hope. So it's gonna be way heavier than when the boat first came out in 1976. So I wanted to make sure that it's super strong. So over here, this is my Coosa board. So I have this already cut out for the area that I wanna cover. This that you see right here, this is my shop strand mat, or CSM as they call it. This over here, it's 1708. It's supposed to be a little bit stronger, so I'm gonna mix both, one on top of the other, and I have my first 3 steps. So just to do everything a little bit more organized. So I'll show you this later on, but here I have my templates. So the transom, which is 80 inches in width, and then the Coosa board, it's 17 inches. So I'm gonna start with the chop strand mat, then 1708, then the Coosa board with chop strand mat together, I'm gonna go ahead and clamp it. Follow me over here. And my wife is helping me record this video, by the way, so thank you, baby. So over here, I have a few clamps. After I lay the Coosa board against the transom, I'm gonna need to hold it and maybe for a few hours, or I might do it for a day. I'm actually gonna start the project tomorrow, so I'll probably do that, let it cure. With this type of resin, it's supposed to be good to, you know, I don't have to sand it down to be able to continue on the project. I might just do it Sunday if it doesn't rain. But as you can see over there, I have the cutout for the Coosa board. That's what I have left. So I will probably use it. I will do like a little bench seat in the back. So that's what I'm trying to maybe figure something out. So I use that, you know, give it some good use. I have a few grinders here. I still got a little bit of work to do before I start it, but tomorrow I should start it. So over here, I got this little tent. You know, if sun hits it or if it's like too hot weather, the resin will start curing too fast. So that's why I got this just for now, so I can go ahead and start the project tomorrow, because it's been a long time. It's been like 3 months ever since I purchased the boat. My timeline was 6 months. So over here, I think we should be good to go. So alright guys, so it's the next day. I have everything ready here. This is the first few sheets. I still have to go ahead and cut the edges and everything to make sure it's like nice and perfect. These right here, I think it was this one right here was extra. So I want to show you something. So over here, I started filling this up right here. This is the little drain holes that I had from before. So I filled that up with gorilla hair. I'm gonna cut these, that was extra, in like little strips, so I can laminate these a little bit better. Like this edges here, I'm gonna grind everything off and laminate it a little better. Over here, when I first purchased the boat, I was wondering like what was down here. Seems like they did a nice job. I mean, it was pretty clean. Now it's just like all dusty and stuff. But yes, I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna sand these down here so it has a good bond, and then I'm really gonna start with the transom. Just started a few minutes ago. I was actually going to start laminating 3 coats that I had, but I figured I'd rather just do everything at once, because if I start, then it'll be harder to cut the rest. I actually have my sister here with me, Valeria. She's helping me out, and this is what we have so far. We cut everything. So this is the CSM. This is gonna be the first layer. Right after this one, I'm gonna do the 1708, which I also have to cut, but I'm gonna use this same template to get the same exact thing, like right on top of it. On top of these and the 1708, I'm gonna do the Coosa board together with another small layer of CSM cut to size to the Coosa board. Then I'm just probably gonna screw it in and let it dry up. So say hi. I just finished cutting with my sister. Thank you for helping me, by the way. Every single template that we're gonna use as far as the fiberglass goes. I think we're ready. Now I'm just getting the Coosa board ready. As you can see here, you can close it up. I drilled little holes. This is like little trick from boat builders. They're supposed to soak the resin in and everything. Another thing, fiberglass, the resin, it doesn't really like these hard edges, as you can see here. So I started using the grinder to get a nicer curve. So I was actually using this tool right here. It was not working right. So I came up with this and it's coming out really nice. So look, this is a before. Come, check it out. Right here. And it comes out really good. So
So that way, when I lay up the fiberglass right on top, it's not like a hard edge and it's supposed to stick better. So I'm also gonna sand everything down here just to get a better surface for it to adhere. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, so I just laid up the first coat of CSM right here along this edge here and over here. I just cleaned everything with acetone and I'm about to start putting in the first layer of CSM on top of it. So okay, so first layer, it's in all nice. I removed the bubbles and everything with this right here, soaking it up in acetone to reuse it shortly. It took about 800 milliliters, so I had to use 2 of these cups right here, laid it on here, and then with the roller spread everything out really nicely. I'm about to do the next layer with 1708, this side in, this side out. See the difference? So all right, let's see. Okay, so I just finished laying up the first 2 layers of glass, 1708 and CSM. Here it is. Push all the bubbles out. I'm gonna fill these holes, these 2 right here, later on from the outside. And now I have the Coosa board right here with a layer of CSM cut to size. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it soak for a little bit. I'm gonna put some resin on it, on both of these actually. When it's all nice and wet, I'm gonna put it against here. I'm also gonna put some resin on these. I have my drill ready, I have my impact ready, and a few screws. And that's how I'm gonna hold it together in place and then just let it cure maybe overnight, or I may do the rest of the layers tonight. So that's where we at. I think it's coming out pretty good. So we'll see the end result.